Hey, what's up everyone? This is Shadow Fox bringing you another episode of the Far Cry experience. On the last episode I was running from a madman and unfortunately my older brother was murdered, but we knew he was from the army. And the last scene you saw me fall into the water and be rescued by, I believe, the man you'll be seeing very soon, shortly.
Where am I?
While he's messing and doing weird things to my arm.
What the hell?
You are awake. Well,
but as he's talking, how'd you guys do out? How'd you guys make out for Christmas? I know this is being aired a couple of days after Christmas. The Thursday. So I don't know. You guys get the things you wanted, give the things you wanted. I know for me, I tend to. My birthday and Christmas are right near each other, so usually the gifts are polarized, if you will. So I get like one gift that's for both, but I actually don't mind it. Sometimes the gifts are really cool. This year I would say I definitely made out. My wife is on her game. For my birthday she really went over and beyond what she needed to do. I'm a big football fan and she knows that, so she bought me an authentic NFL jersey, not that silly crap one with the iron on numbers, the good shit, and the ones that are embroidered, which I know is pretty pricey. So I was surprised when I saw it and very grateful to get it.
Come with me.
So I did want to make a comment about this. I don't know if anyone else thought it, but at least I felt it. But he reminds me of Will.I.am. I swear. I thought he was gonna start breaking down the song. But yeah, let me know. Let me know if you guys made out. What do you guys do? Do you guys do anything for Christmas? Anything exciting? Anything out of the norm? You know, we did just survive the apocalypse, so everyone should have been going all out.
It is something, isn't it, huh? Delamat, Tengahari. I have Jess and Brody with me. The man who escaped Vas Camp alive. Your escape is a sign that the battle has turned. Our people are in need of good news.
So, these are your people?
The island calls to the strongest. It called to me. The island dwellers, the Rakyat, accepted, and I became a member of their tribe. They are something, aren't they?
Beautiful, most definitely.
I think he answered that just a little bit too quick. He didn't even think about it. He was just agreeing. He was like a yes man.
Here. Cash for weapons.
Oh.
You want to save your brother, right?
So pretty much this right now I'm gonna be buying a weapon. And most of this gameplay is the tutorial portion. Like all games, they always start you off slow and steady, just to get familiar with the controls.
What would you like to buy?
So you might be asking yourself why I'm choosing this gun. It was very hard to decide, and by hard I mean I only had $60 and that was the only gun I could afford. So ultimately you could only afford the 1911, I believe, in the very beginning, so it wasn't that hard of a choice. I think the other one was like a few $100s.
Radio towers online.
But I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit because, like I said, it's a tutorial portion, so the controls are very basic. X is to jump, square is to reload, O to crouch. Triangle, though, is kind of a dual feature. If you hold triangle, you actually heal yourself, but if you tap triangle, it'll switch to your previous gun if you had multiple. So it's only two, though. You can only have two kind of previous and next at a time. As you can see right there, hitting up on the D-pad actually brings up your camera. You could take pictures, but I don't think it saves it. I think it's just more of a gimmicky thing. And of course, running is L3, and melee is R3, and these are all the defaults. And then finally L1, R1 is to aim and shoot, which is very important in a game like this, because there's bad guys and they need to get killed. Very simple. And one thing I was trying to do and trying to figure out, especially right there, is trying to throw a rock to see if I could hit the snake to death, but apparently I don't think you can. I keep on throwing a rock, one, because I'm getting used to it, but then I was like, you know what, I'm not going to waste a bullet, I'm just going to knife this guy, and it was very easy. And then I fail again at throwing the rock at it because I missed him. But what you ultimately have to do is take out these towers, and they'll explain and have a pretty long tutorial or explanation of what you're doing. But ultimately, you climb these towers, go to the very top, and they're kind of they get more increasingly difficult, I believe. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how to get up there without falling. And when I first played it, I thought once you disabled it, it's gonna send off an alarm and all these enemies will come after you. So I was a little hesitant just to pull it. But as you see, it doesn't do that. It just disables it and shows you a map. But that's very important because getting more areas of a map seen, you can see a lot of items. For example, the objectives, safe houses, animals. Animals you'll find out will be very important in your progression to the game, or at least for me it was very important to get extra items that I want, because the makers and developers of this game really put a big emphasis on crafting, and I'll show you as time goes on the crafting abilities. And me right here, I'm just being silly, looking at the other island because I see glimmers and I thought they were snipers. So I wanted to check them out because, you know, I thought that was an enemy. But you'll see a quick, I guess, I don't know what I want to say. Cutscene, if you will. And this happens after every time you disable them, you get a cutscene that shows you the areas that are covering. And when I first started this, I believed when you went up the thing, it's kind of like most games, when you go up you got to go back down the same way. So you'll see me almost fail here miserably, but fortunately I was able to get part of the part of that ladder and hold on, and I didn't get too much any fall damage. I don't even think I got any damage, which was fortunate. But there is a faster way to get down, and that's always with the zip line. And as you can see, here's me flying. Whee! And then meeting up with my buddy Will.I.am. And he's even like jigging.
Nice
Don't
ride,
you
huh?
think? He's kind of like swaying. He has that
It's
swagger.
done.
Good.
I'm telling you, I think
Show
they
me
based
your
it
map.
off of him. I'm just saying. Oh, but one thing they do mention
Everything you need to know has been
is
revealed
when
by
you
the radio
release
tower.
or
Shops,
undo a radio tower,
adventures.
like items
The island calls
are
to you.
free, and
Like
I
you,
thought by free you could
Shopkeepers
get
are from
refunded
the
too,
outside.
your money.
They
I'm
will
not sure if
use
it
the radio
automatically does
towers
that
to do business
or
and
not,
reward
but
you with weapons for
basically
every
if
tower
you didn't
you
buy a
find.
weapon
True
and went
warrior
back,
must
you would
hunt.
get that weapon for
It
free.
is the natural order of
And it's only
things.
certain ones
Look
that are
at the
shown,
map.
so as you do more and more, you
Select your
get
hunting
more
ground.
advanced weapons,
Do not fear
like
your instincts.
a sniper rifle or a
Society has taught you
flamethrower,
how to fail.
or the many
Not nation.
several other
Here.
weapons they have in the
Now,
game.
if you want to save your friends, you must know the jungle. Animal skins and leather will help you to carry many
And
weapons.
as I said,
equipment.
you can hear Will.I.am
Plants
telling
can be
me
mixed to create
about the
potent
animals
medicines that
and about the
heal you,
plants. Plants
enhance your
are
senses
very
and more.
important in the game,
Go.
especially the
Return
green
to
ones
me once
in
you
the
have
very
mastered
beginning, because
the
if
What
when
does
you
that
do
mean?
get
What am I
hurt,
supposed to do?
you need to heal
Listen
yourself, and
to your
plants are
instincts.
one of the ways to do that. I believe you can heal yourself without medicine, if you will, but I think it's slower and you don't heal as many health bars at a time. So I think plants are pretty important, at least the green ones for me. And right now you'll see me try to go back in town to get my money from this vendor. But as I said, I think it's only after. So if I didn't buy the gun and went back, I could get a new gun or get the gun for free. But I think it's the 1911, so it was pretty pointless going back. So you don't have to waste your time exploring. But you will see some of my OCD-ness kicking in. I hate seeing exclamation points with a passion. I don't know, it just bugs me. So that's why I'm kind of skipping over this very fast, because I was just trying to clean it up so I knew what the new items were. I don't know, do you guys get like that? I can't be the only one who gets all weirded out seeing all these little bubbles popping up. But as you see, I cleaned them all off, and now I'm trying to make my way into the next territory to kind of do my hunting and gathering. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys, I actually played a little bit of Far Cry 2. I have to say I was not a fan of it, to be honest. I know I might get some crap for that, but I don't know, it just didn't hit me. I didn't like when you like brought up the map, it was like in your face and you couldn't see anything behind it. That annoyed the crap out of me. And the driving, I sucked at the driving. I guess, I don't know if it's the peripheral vision or not, but I would hit everything. And this one seems to be pretty good. It's a little loose. I don't know if it's just because of this car, but you know, I'm just trying to learn the controls and figure out what's the reverse. It's pretty basic. R1 to accelerate, L1 is to brake, but I believe if you hold L1, you'll reverse. And to see behind you, you could just hold the right stick down. And you'll see me kind of fail here. I was actually trying to get out of the car, but I keep kicking into reverse accidentally. Once again, don't have all the controls down. So I knew I was nearby, so I wanted to look around and explore. And oh, one thing I didn't mention, on the maps, on the lower mini map on the left, you can see like little diamonds and little items. They'll also have like the plants that are nearby, but the little diamonds are the boxes of loot that you can find. And I was looking all over for that one. I didn't know where it was at, and then I got kind of bored, so I actually heard a noise. I didn't know what it was, so I would just kind of investigate it. And but I don't know where that diamond is. It must be like either in the tree or underneath the map somewhere. I didn't know. And you see me here fighting. I thought it was a pig. I forgot they're boars, and they actually do hurt you, so keep that in mind when you're fighting them. I was dumb enough thinking that they weren't going to do anything, and I started getting hit, and then he pissed me off, but I was able to take him out. And then because he pissed me off, I threw a rock back at him. But yeah, as you can see, I'm coming up to a plant. The plants, like I said, are vital. They don't really, I didn't understand it too much at this point, but yeah, these green leaves are awesome. And one thing I noticed, and this is not a blooper, I didn't run past it because I was slow. I think it keeps your momentum, the game. So as you're running, I believe your momentum carries you past certain objects. So keep that in mind if you're at the edge of a radio tower that doesn't have any rails, or at the edge of a mountain, because you will run off it, or at least you have a higher chance of running off it. And one thing I didn't notice at the time is that when you do fall, and it's not even that high, you do take fall damage. So be very careful, because it's not high. You know, like most games, you could like jump off a cliff and you're still good. You'll take a little bit of damage. This one, yeah, this is definitely not Borderlands 2. You're gonna die when you fall. And then this is just me trying to kill this boar, this last thing, because I believe that was the last item I needed to get. But it was so hard for me at the time. I don't know. They're really fast, and I was like trying to catch up to it. But as you can see, this is me failing a few times trying to take it out. And I thought if you keep on running, you'll eventually get tired or winded. But I don't really notice it. I think you could just keep on running. So save your ammo and just keep running after it. The boar will eventually slow down and you can knife it. But as you can see, I was getting very frustrated trying to shoot this damn thing, even though I was wall hacking. And eventually I just knifed the crap out of it and take out my frustrations on it. And beat it down into the side of the hill. Oh, and that's one thing just differently. Like, I noticed if you slide down a hill, you'll pick up some speed, but there's you have a better chance of not taking damage as you slide down. So keep that in mind. Just don't jump down a hill. Try to slide down it a little bit. And finally, I'm like trying to find this blue leaf. I went all over that map, obviously trying to chase that damn boar. And I couldn't find it. But when you're playing, there's actually a little pond or water area. Kind of makes sense, all right? Blue water, yeah. So go over that area to find them instead of looking around aimlessly like I was. As you can see, aimless wandering, trying to figure out. And then my wife was the one who actually said go near the water, and I was like, okay, that makes sense. Let me do that. So as you can see, here I am jumping into the water. Once you get the blue leaf, you can fast travel back to the village and talk to Dennis again, and that will fully complete your mission. But unfortunately, my time's coming to an end for this for this episode. So join me next time. See what happens after I talk to Dennis. And it was a pleasure. So talk to you later. This is Shadow Fox signing out.